Hi, this is Tim Ryan from HSS Investment Properties. I'm a full-time real estate investor and a contractor developer. My wife Angela does all our design work, so we kind of have the whole package together to do great work on homes and apartments and commercial buildings. And today what we're going to talk about is a question I get often. Tim, how did you get into real estate and why did you get into real estate? Well, here's my story. So in 2008, if we can all remember what happened then, big crash in the market, in entire economies, and I was a contractor. And what I was doing at the time was working for homeowners and doing remodels and such. And I found myself, what I say is twiddling my thumbs, because work came to a halt. And what I learned that year in 2008 was I had one income source. And Angela was actually home raising the kids, so it was just on me. Nobody wanted to do construction. Nobody had money for construction, so there I was trying to figure out what to do. And there, when I decided I've got to find something else, I've got to have multiple streams of income, and I never want to be in this place again. It was tough. So I began to learn real estate, and I did a lot. I did a lot of book readings, seminars, programs, coaching programs. I spent a lot of money we didn't necessarily have, but I believed in the process and I learned a lot, and I'd say probably rather pretty quickly. I remember one book that I read, I think it was called the Section 8 Bible. We'll talk about Section 8 investing later, but this book, the guy who wrote it had a goal, and he said in the very beginning he had a goal of owning 50 units within 3.5 years. And I remember reading that, the craziest goal ever. Who could ever do that? That's wild. By unit, it's one rental unit. If you buy a single family, that's one unit, four units, right? So 50 of those in 3.5 years. He said he made this board out of plywood and put 50 hooks on there, and every time he'd get another unit, he'd put a key on it, and it was just his visual saying he's going to fill this up, and he did it. He accomplished his goal. Then he wrote his book. I was so impressed by that, I said, I'm going to do the same thing. And it's this big, audacious, crazy goal. I want to have 50 units in 3.5 years. Bottom line is, I ended up with 82 units in less than 3 years. When I finally said, okay, I've surpassed that goal. And my point of telling you this is, it can happen. It can happen with someone like me who had no experience. I didn't know anything. I literally, in 2008, the first thing I said was, what do I do? Just drive down the street and knock on a door and ask if they want to sell their house? I literally had no clue what to do. And through education and perseverance, learning from the right people, I've done quite a bit. So I've owned well over 350 units over the years, bought and sold. I've been invested in 4 states. So all that to say, I've had a long run. It's been a good 14 years now. We're still very active buying properties in a new market. And what I'm doing now is I'm helping other people. So I'm remembering how I was at the time and how much certain people helped me. I'm helping other investors of all levels. I have some people who've never bought a property. I have people who have and they want to do it differently or grow. And then I've had people who are far more successful than I am. I've had many more properties who said they like what I'm doing and my method, and they've come on board, and I'm helping them through investments and things. So that's what HSS does, and that's my story about how I got into real estate investing. So to learn more about this and learn how you can get 50 properties in the next 3.5 years, and I'm serious, or more, click below, get on my website, connect with me, and we'll start the conversation. We'll get you where you need to be to financial freedom.